Hey.
Chad.
Yes, sir.
What episode is this, Chad?
This is episode number 105 of SlapperCast.
Well, welcome everybody. How's everybody doing today?
Pretty good.
So, so where were we? So last week we were in Jamaica, and we oh wait a minute, that was a dream, wasn't it? So I just want to get right off the bat. So yeah, today is late, and I don't know if you can hear in the background here, but I have a team of men in my bedroom. We're shooting a bit.
You do?
Yeah, I do. So yeah, exactly. But I want to say right off the bat, I this Friday on Facebook, I'm going to be with Derek Warfield and the Young Wolfe Tones on their podcast, on their Facebook Live thing. I guess it's a weekly podcast. We've talked about Derek Warfield many times on this show. Derek Warfield was an original member. See you later, Eric. These stories scare Eric. He's going to get his dog and cuddle him. So
had it with these goddamn stories.
Yeah.
What?
Anyways, so Derek C. Warfield, get it? He was one of the founding members of the Wolfe Tones, and the Wolfe Tones are easily they are the greatest Irish. They're legends. They're just Irish music legends, but they're also historians. They're storytellers. They're wonderful musicians. But Derek went off and he formed his own band called Derek Warfield and the Young Wolfe Tones, and he has Damaris Woods on banjo, just a phenomenal player. And they've been really great to us in that they've booked us out in Vegas. We played in DC because of them. We've Tampa, Florida. We've done a bunch of the gigs for them. So anyway, so Friday we're going to be on with Derek and the gang. So I wanted to get that out of the way. And then also for Friday night here in sunny old Houston, we're going to get in the van. We're going to go down south, and we're going to have a wonderful, wonderful time at a new place, new to us, Jackie's Brick House. What time does it start, Chad? 8:30?
8:30, yeah.
Saturday, we're back. The last show that we played before we got shut down was the Ranch Bar and Kitchen in Cyprus, and we're going to be back there on Saturday with our friend Outlaw Dave. 9:30 start there. So 2 shows. I don't know how to feel about it.
I know, it's crazy.
Yeah,
it's kind of surreal adding dates to the calendar the other day. Oh, plus we also have Hawk Winery coming up.
Indeed,
21st, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Oh, and we were going to be in College Station.
Yes, on the 26th. Just
26th.
Just the 3 of us.
Yes. Long time coming for that one.
I wish there was some way we could keep track of all this information.
Hey.
Yes. Blaggards.com.
Is our gig calendar on the Blaggards.com kept up to date?
Yeah, there is. The Banners isn't on there yet, but it will be.
So folks can go
by the time you hear this.
Blaggards.com and get all their Blaggards fixes for right now.
Yep. You can also find us on Bands in Town.
Fuck all that. Let's just do reward music. One-stop shop. Get in there.
And reward music, yeah.
Let's go.
I have a question, actually.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you're drinking a Starbucks.
Yes, because I'm out of coffee here. I also have a gift card that my mom gave me.
Don't you have a toilet? Why don't you just drink that?
Yeah.
I'm having a little Seattle's Best today. So Eric, how are you feeling? You had a little bit of you had a little physical today, did you? You get physical with Olivia Newton-John?
Little stress test.
Yeah,
it was fun.
I thought we were.
As fun as a stress test can go. I got a little Steve Carell action here from 40-Year-Old Virgin, where they shaved me down a little bit. Oh, and
Chad,
it was fun. I think. Yeah, the initial reports say all systems go for good, but I'll have a follow up tomorrow, and it'll be like, yeah, you're fine.
Good, good to hear. Welcome back.
Good to be alive.
So Eric, you were watching the Super Bowl the other night when we were. Yeah, is that a thing for you? Football, is that a thing?
Well, I liked football until the pandemic stepped in, and then I just thought that all sports were dumb after that. like even the basketball season and the baseball season and even the hockey season. I like the old time hockey, and the football season. I was like, this is just dumb, and I think the reason why I said it was dumb was because so many people were saying that it's America and it keeps us normal. And I was like, yeah, but then all those guys were getting sick. I mean, basketball thing was kind of contained last year. It was contained, and they only played down in Walt Disney World because they had the facility for it, and everybody kind of stayed right there in the bubble, and it was fine. And then baseball started, and baseball people were getting sick left and right, and somehow they managed to kind of figure out the tail end of that season where they would have like super sites for the playoffs. So you were kind of like, you're in this spot for the next 2 weeks.
Yeah.
That was smart. But football, it's like, all right, come to practice at Monday morning at 9 a.m. And then, okay, when you're done, go home. And those guys weren't going home and they were out, fucking off and doing shit. So I did watch this. The only game that I watched was the Super Bowl this year. That's the only sporting event that I ever I didn't watch the entire thing because I was doing dishes, but then it was okay. It was fun. I mean, after, like I said yesterday, after the second quarter though, that game was well over.
Who's your team?
Definitely a I like New England Patriots. I mean, because I grew up in New England, and I've liked them since '81 when they were terrible. I mean, 4-12. If they were 8-8, we were excited. Kind of a thing.
Yeah.
And then of course they got really good. They got really good in the 2000s, and kind of everybody jumped on that bandwagon. Yeah. But yeah, actually, the only time I ever saw a game though was I saw a preseason game in the old Foxborough Stadium, which was just a big concrete bowl out in the middle of nowhere, and it was terrible. And actually, I can admit this now that I'm older and wiser. I actually did see 2 concerts there. One was the Grateful Dead, and one was Paul McCartney on the Flowers in the Dirt tour.
Well, John Riesenfeld will be very happy to hear about the Grateful Dead show.
I mean, when I was a kid, in college, and you're going to college in New England, if you weren't in the Grateful Dead, you were a Republican, so you were pretty much a hippie, kind of back then when I went to school. So it was the hang and everything around it was way more fun than the concert. The concert was super boring, super boring. Yeah. And Los Lobos was the opening band, and I really wanted to see them, but we stayed in a campground about a mile away from the stadium, and it literally took us 5 hours to go a mile or something like that. It was because of traffic, and there's just so many people that would show up to it. Back then, if the venue held 60,000 people, 120,000 people would show up. Yeah. Because the people would just follow the Grateful Dead all over the country all the time. And that's a whole other show that I can talk about just from being around those people and just seeing that kind of thing. So, and then to get out, it took us, the concert was over by 11. I think we left. I think we were back on the main road by like 3:00 in the morning because just everybody trying to get out. Yeah. On a Foxborough. I mean, back then Foxborough just 2-lane road. Yeah. Now I'm sure it's bigger now, but it was all messed up. So yeah,
we stayed in Boxborough. I don't know if that's close, but that's
Foxborough?
The whole. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not close.
I would put them next to, that's your city planners are fucking useless if you don't put those two back to back.
Right.
Exactly. So Chad, who's your team?
Foxborough, Coxborough.
Oh, I know that. So Chad, who's your team? Don't say the comments.
I don't really have a team, but the only teams I really care about would be Houston teams.
Yeah, you go.
But really, I don't. Yeah, I mean, Patrick knows this. I don't really follow sports, but I can enjoy it. If I'm around people who are into it. We used to play for a long time. We used to play this time-killing game in the van right after a show. Patrick said, "Pull up the scores," and whether it was baseball or basketball, nothing else. Just those two sports. Because that's all. So I would list out the teams. I'll pull up ESPN and list out the teams and which what was a home team, and then you'd have to guess ballpark the score. And if he said, well, first you guess who wins, right? And then if you
If you
guess who wins, then you get to guess the score. You get to guess the score. Then we never tally. We would play this game with Mike or whoever else was in the van, but there's, we just kind of do a loose tally at the end to see how many people got them right or how many each person got right. Patrick pretty much always won. It was funny. Frequently, you would be on a roll. You get like 5 or 6 right in a row, and then maybe one wrong.
Yeah.
And,
that was the night that the Knicks just couldn't miss. For some reason, I go, how did they win a game? But yeah, it was fun. I don't have any room in my life or any past lives for football or and that crap. I just can't take it. I can't take it. So people talk about, the ads were great. I said, what? You're waiting for commercials? Are you kidding me? What am I missing? So I've got no time for any of that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the whole thing with with Kaepernick, and then the NFL not doing anything, and then the fans booing people for kneeling, and that really kind of turned me off to the sport too. And it took until last year for the commissioner to say anything about that situation, and that was way too long. Yeah. And the last thing I'll say about the NFL, which I hate, so I guess I really don't like football very much. I guess I like my team, but that's about it. Yeah. But that they are considered, the NFL is considered a nonprofit organization, and that, my friends, is just chicanery. I tell you.
Yes, malarkey.
Yeah, I know that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Did you ever play sports as a kid?
I played. I was actually a really good baseball player as a kid. I played baseball from little league all the way through high school.
Oh, cool!
And I was pretty good at it.
Yeah, we had to play rugby when I was in when I went to.
Oh God!
Yeah,
that's
yeah. It was very, very boring, just excruciatingly boring to me. And soccer was fun. We'd always play what we call it football, but we'd play it before class just about every morning, and it was just a right. And this is in the primary school, and just a ball, just get out there and just run around, and But I actually became more athletic now that I'm old because I didn't move a lot. Well, of course we walk everywhere, so I was skinny as a rake. And then then puffed out when I got over. So. But also, I don't want to forget. I want to say happy birthday to Greg Fugate. Greg Fugate. It's his birthday this weekend, so we want to say. And Greg's been. There's a handful of people that have been there pretty much the whole time, and always he's given us. He's made banners for us. He's done. I mean, we've had shit break down in the middle of a set, and he runs out to his toolbox and gets us. So anyway. Even if he didn't do all that shit for us, happy birthday, Greg. We're one of the best.
Yes, happy birthday, Greg.
Yes, I'm looking forward to blowing the cobwebs out. We're gonna first time at Jackie's Brick House. I'm kind of ready to go now. I want to go play.
Yeah.
Have you seen pictures of that stage?
Yes, I've seen video of it.
Yeah, it looks like it'll work for what we need. What we need to do, and for the situation that's going on in the world right now.
Yeah,
I think we'll be fine.
Yeah,
up there. Yeah, it's far enough away from people, but it's also stage is good size for the band, and it's a perfect stage for a 3-piece.
And then we take the 3-piece up to College Station. Spoke with Chris Steele of O'Bannon's Tap House and Blackwater Draw fame, and. He's been on here before, but he's been O'Bannon's is slowly, but they're getting their legs back. It's been a long time, and they've been. Abbott tried everything he could to cut them off at the knees, and they've weathered the storm, and they're coming out. So Chris was in a lot better mood last time I spoke to him, and just and asked us to come back, and. We're going to come out and we're going to do we're going to have a lot of fun there. So, and then we're talking about the Hawk Winery. We haven't been there, since it's been well over a year, and that's a great spot down in Santa Fe, winery down there.
Is that a outdoor, indoor,
Yes.
outdoor?
Yes.
It's covered. It's outdoor, but it's covered. Yeah.
Big
That'd be fun.
garage. Yeah, big garage doors behind us, and if it rains, I'm sure they come down. But it's
Yeah.
the grounds are gorgeous. Grounds are really well kept, and nice.
Yeah, the vineyards will be literally right behind us when we're playing. It's really nice. I think the sunset's right behind us too. We had to pull the door down because people were getting blinded by the sun behind us.
Yeah, and also we had there was a band that played before us, and the bass player took exception to the banter. Bass player was hammered. Comes up, he goes, "You are making fun of my band." I was like, "Yeah, we are." Fuck off. Oh, first beer.
That was weird.
Beer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Right in the middle of the. I was actually right in the. It was in between songs, and he kind of staggered to the front. Came up and gobshite.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
So Hawk Winery and bands. I spoke to our friend Tim up in Maine, and he plays with a band called The Outsiders, and they are. I've been listening to their stuff, man. Killer psychobilly, rockabilly, rock, punk. They are they're phenomenal. We're gonna get Tim on here and get a little news from the north as they shiver their balls off.
Yeah,
it's obscene the temperatures right now. So really,
And just recently, I don't know if it's this week's episode of theirs or last one. They played Second Worst Girlfriend.
Yeah,
an early mix of the song that we just did. That totally exclusive. Nobody else has heard this yet. So, but I forget which episode number it is. I'll put it in the links down below. Yeah, and I listened to the show. It's really cool.
Yeah, they're
kind of like, they almost do like a news show.
Yeah,
they're talking about current events and
really fun. And also our Patreon members are going to be getting a little piece of music. Speaking of Second Worst,
yes,
I really enjoyed that thing. We have a surprise guest and a. Go ahead, Chad.
Yeah. Should we say the guesses? We may have mentioned it already. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But anyway, our friend Patrick Brennan came in and played saxophone with us, also on Second Worst Girlfriend, just completely off the cuff. We hadn't rehearsed with him or anything, and came out great. And this was at the George Theater that we talked about recently. And we just yesterday, Patrick went and got the footage from Michael Mullins, this little 5 terabyte drive, just crammed to the gills with video footage. And so I was looking at it last night, and I'm preparing an edit for Wild Rover, which is going to be sent to Derek Warfield, also to our new friend Martin Miller, former Lord Mayor of Belfast, has been asking us for some footage for a special thing they're doing over there, which we'll talk more about when we get closer to that. It's going to be later this month. But also, so I'm working on that, and also I discovered he also gave us there's 3 cameras, so I've got all the footage for 3 cameras, but there's also a switcher feed for live switching they were doing while we were playing. And just so happens they had one that was just that, or the last 2 takes of Second Worst that we did with Patrick. So it's already, semi-edited, and I've already mixed the audio. So all I have to do is put those together. And so as soon as I'm done getting the show out, I'll be putting that out on Patreon. So it's, I was really happy to see that. It's like, cool, I don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
But the footage is massive. So what I was doing last night was going through and figuring out where Wild Rover was in each of the segments, and then pulling that one at a time, one camera at a time, cutting out that bit, exporting it again, so I can just do that part. So because there's no way I could just move all the footage onto my hard drive because it's massive. So anyway,
I'm glad somebody in this band knows what they're doing.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's good. The footage looks fantastic. It's just amazing. So yeah, we're gonna get a lot of material out of that. Yeah,
I think we should. I really do. I think I was talking to June Nanier up in the Nebraska, and she was saying that we should do a DVD. And I really do. I think between that and the Sherwood footage and the other stuff that we have. I see.
Yeah. If we could. We could use the stuff we've got, but I think it would be even better if we went back prepared with an exact, if they will let us do that again, I hope so, with a prepared set list and maybe a few special guests to come out,
Yeah.
And I think if we can figure out next time to let them go ahead and mix the audio, if we just get our in-ears working and if we can be happy with the sound, it might be better for them. But I noticed when I was processing the files last night that each 4K video file has 16 tracks in it.
Yeah.
So it would all come together.
Yeah.
So I would. I think that might be one of the reasons why the files were so huge, just because there were 14 empty tracks in every video file. And I deleted those, but so I didn't know that. I had no idea that the multi-tracks came with the 4K. So that's pretty cool. So
yeah.
But anyway, yeah, that would be fantastic.
Yeah, I met with Michael yesterday to pick it up, like Chad said. But we talked for hours about the setup. Michael is one of these people that he filmed it. And then Malcolm was in the box, and he was the one switching the cameras and doing what. But I mean, he's such an artist, such a complete and total understanding of mood, color, backdrop. Just and he had all these ideas. So we're actually going to send him a Dropbox with all the new material in there because A, I want him to hear it, and B, see what kind of ideas he has from that. From listening to the stuff, but we recapped the story of how Eric and Malcolm kind of got this whole thing on the rails and made it go. It was really, really fun. Just a great personality, but just what an eye, just an absolute master of.
Yeah.
But he sent me some pictures last night from the Mavericks show they did. The Mavericks played at the George Theater, and the backdrops and the colors and the just second to none. Just I'll send them. I'm sure you wouldn't mind us posting them. Just drop them in there.
That's awesome. My mom may have seen that show. Was it recent? Was it a live stream show they did?
No.
It was before.
Yeah,
pre-COVID.
Okay.
Yeah.
My mom's a big Rallo Malo fan.
Me too. Yeah. So. Yeah, today I'm about to have the roof cave in. I'm sure. So we're going to do a little tight one today, a little short one, and give you your y'all's day back. Yeah. Let's see if we can't get some more dates put up there where luckily the phone's been ringing and. We got some shit coming, so get some posts and whatnot. So
yeah, good stuff.
Yeah.
So quickly when we're done, leave the browser open. It's got a message will come up saying we're uploading the footage. Wait till we're done, and hopefully it won't take too long.
Are we using a new program today, Chad?
We are. We're using Zencastr, and it's Zencastr. Right now is just audio only, and they're actually, if you want to do podcasts, it's all free for the audio right now during the pandemic. It's been that way since the shutdowns began last year, and for this whole time they've been working on a beta version of their video service, which is basically like Zoom but better. Yeah. Where it actually records high quality locally with each participant, and then uploads it all to one place for the editor to work with. So that's what we're doing right now. And I signed up for beta last March, and I just got an email last week saying you're in. So I'm really, really excited to try this out.
Good. And just like I said, a note to our Patreon folks: we are going to be sending out a track that's not going to be on a record. It's not going to be anywhere. It's just for you. We taped it just for you with Patrick Brennan, and also we're gonna get some T-shirts. We're gonna get it's. I'm just 100% sure that we are going to be back playing very, very soon. Stuff is, we're just all these shops around here, all the CVSs and all the, people are getting the vaccines and they're being shipped, and the push is on. We're going to be getting a lot of, there's going to be traction quickly. So we're going to start booking, and it means we're going to put some new T-shirts up. My son is working on an album cover right now, and I've got to go back and retrack the vocals for El Paso, there was a computer problem at BB Gun Studios, so I'm going to redo the vocals to El Paso, and then we should be cooking with gas. We should have a lot of stuff raining down upon thee. So be ready. Open thy eyes, thine ears, and thy mouths.
Yeah.
Here it comes.
Yep. It's gonna be good. Good.
So Friday, Facebook Live, Derek Warfield and the Young Wolfe Tones. Look them up. Eric's getting excited. And then Friday night, Kima, Jackie's Brick House, 8:30 sharp. And Cypress, Saturday, 9:30. Be there. Come see us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Rant Bar and Kitchen, right? There was yeah.
Come thirsty. Come hungry.
Don't leave yourself by the door.
That's right.
All righty. Thank you all.
Wink, wink.
Thanks.
All right. Yeah, thanks for listening.
Go ahead and hit stop.
Nice.